Well, good evening, everybody. It's me, Mitch. Good to see you. Good to see you. I imagine everything is working. Welcome, Tuesday night, 8 p.m., 51 people. How you all doing? How you doing? Had enough politics yet? Is your YouTube feed nothing but politics like mine? Is every commercial you see anywhere or here a political commercial? Yes. Is it 6 more days? I think 6 days of this. Hurry up and get it over with already. Anyway, tis the season. Tis the season. I'm glad to see you all here. I see all the regulars. See all the usual suspects here. And it just started. And we'll give it a little time. Give it a little time for some of the people to get to their YouTube thing and click that link and sign in. And in the meantime, I will bring Ellen in, and we'll say hi to Ellen, who's been very active in the chat. Unmute your mic.
Sorry. Hi.
How you doing?
I had to switch browsers, so sorry there was a little lag there.
Nah, that's okay. So Ellen is in the dark.
So busy in the chat. Yes, hi everyone. As Mitch knows this, but I may look a little red. Do I look red to you guys? Or just dark?
No, just dark, more dark than red, I think.
Dark, mysterious.
That's it.
Yes, I have. I'm very. The sun's gone down. Isn't this interesting? I was just thinking. I was here with you all, many of you, when the sun was coming up, and now we're here at sunset. Well, the sun has already set. So I've been very careful about my circadian rhythms. When the sun goes down, I need to have the lights low. So that's why I'm a little dark. And I also have a red filter on my screen that I use to cut out the blue light. So I look red. You guys
that's why you look red. Yeah, you look red because compared to me, you look red. My lighting is bright white.
Yeah, I know. And you don't, that stuff doesn't bother you. But it's been, I think I told you, it took me about a year. I've been really working on that. And so it's really helpful for me. So,
good.
Yeah, so I'm looking a little red, but that's okay. I did get a lot of sun today. So
good. Well, you were up this morning. Through the whole live stream, I just imagine you were kind of lounging there in your pajamas with your hand on the keyboard.
I was pretty comfy.
Yeah. Well, we muddled.
But I missed you.
Yeah, thank you. We muddled through it. No, it actually. Well, you were there. I mean, you were chatting up a friggin' storm. I think it was a good stream. We had good.
Great.
We had good attendance. I get better attendance at those morning coffee streams than I get here on generally on my evening streams and Saturday afternoon streams. So I think we've settled on something with the format of that morning coffee. It's just an hour, and it seems like most of our people are not busily heading off to work anyway. So I'm just enjoying it. I don't have to do it 7 days a week. Like I said this morning, I don't need to. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to. I have a minute to Sam's Club in a month, it seems like, for 8 o'clock. And one day this week, we're going to schedule it a little later. Mm-hmm. Going to schedule it at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll set a day for that. Like every Wednesday, we'll do it at 10 o'clock. And that way on Wednesday I can go, because by Wednesday they usually, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the best days to get the markdowns early, it seems. Okay. So I think let's just plan on that this Wednesday morning, day after tomorrow. We'll plan on we'll do our morning live stream at 10, and it'll say so on the thumbnail. So
okay, Wednesday's tomorrow. So you mean tomorrow?
That's what I said. Tomorrow.
Did you say the day after?
I don't know what. How do you think I know what day it is?
It's all a blur.
7 days a week I go. They all blend in. Okay, Wednesday, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. I will get up tomorrow, run over and get to Sam's early. I do have some shopping. I have gone through so many eggs since the last time I was at Sam's Club. You know, a month or so ago, I bought that huge carton of eggs, like
Oh,
15
yeah.
dozen, ate all them. And then I bought 8 dozen eggs a couple weeks ago and ate all them.
Mhm.
And I'm down to like a dozen and a half eggs. So
Oh, yeah. You got to
I need
go.
to stock up. And God, have I gone through bacon? I've gone through, and that was during the period of my kidney stone adventures. So,
Yeah. Well, maybe all that fat, help with like things get slide on through. I don't know.
and I'm going to talk about that tonight. I'm going to kind of
Yeah,
I
sure.
want to tell the story from start to finish for
Yes.
people that hadn't heard it. And I'm going to condense it way down. I'm not going to drag it out, but I'm going to. It was quite a learning experience, and I'm hoping that I can pass some of that what I discovered during this thing on to some people because it's good stuff to know. It's good
Yeah.
stuff to know. So let me put you up there in your perch,
Okay, I'll see you.
and there you are up there in the corner, and I will start to
Okay.
say hi to some people. So let me go back. Let me go back. I did have. I want to think of it. I did have a couple of things on a list here to talk about. Oh, yeah, let me talk about this first before I start saying hi. Let me get this out of the way. There, there's always disturbing news, always, about YouTube and the shenanigans that they pull in canceling, in throttling, in censoring different YouTubers. Different YouTubers. It's disturbing. But what I heard today disturbed me even more. There's an article coming out in the New York Times. It's the October surprise for the election from the Democrat Party. And what that article's going to say is that since the Republicans are putting out so much misinformation that they are going to urge the press and they are going to urge YouTube and Google to all basically start to cancel and limit the flow and the search rankings of anything from the right side and promote heavily the messaging and the advertisements from the left side. This is election interference. I don't care how you look at it. They've been doing this already. It started with the claim by Joe Rogan that Google, when you searched the term Joe Rogan Trump, nothing showed up in Google search. The day after one of the biggest podcasts in American history, 37 million views, and you couldn't find it on Google search. You could find it on the other search engines, but not on Google. And they made a big deal out of that. Well, a few hours ago, I tried it, and it was there. So evidently, they got caught with their tail between their legs, and they fixed it. But those are the kind of dirty tricks. You search on Joe Rogan Trump podcast, and the top entries come up for things that are pointing you towards promotional materials for the Democrats. Now, I don't care if somebody's a Democrat, and I don't care if somebody's a Republican, and I don't tell anybody how to vote. But for God's sakes, if we can't have a fair election in this country, why bother? Why bother? And that just brought to mind what YouTube has done to us in the keto and carnivore community over the last 6 to 8 months, where I used to get 500 to 1,000 subs a week. A week. I'm lucky to get 100 or 200 new ones a month now. Where I used to get 800, 1,000 views an hour on a good video I put out. I'm lucky if it gets a total of 800 or 1,000 views. the revenues I was making with 5,000 subs were 3 times what I'm making now with 38,000 subs. They keep making it harder for us because they consider what we're saying misinformation. We're telling you that red meat makes you better. And the World Health Organization is telling you that red meat is killing you and destroying the planet through global warming. And that is what Google is all about. And Google owns YouTube. And I'm not happy about it. It's very frustrating. I keep going. I keep going. I keep doing it. You guys are great. You've been using that Buy Me a Coffee link in the morning. And that has, believe it or not, pretty much made up for a lot of what YouTube, I think, is stealing from those creators, those of us that are working our asses off. And they're, they've got us clamped down. They're not promoting our stuff to new users. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's very discouraging. It's handicapping us. We're trying to do this with a ball and chain around our ankle. I have a Rumble site. I have a site on Rumble. Old Guy Carnivore on Rumble. I posted maybe 100 videos on there way back when. I did it when Google first started doing this to us, kind of as a backup in case it got so bad that they actually deleted the channels of all of us talking about red meat so that I'd have someplace to go. Now, the problem with Rumble is they don't have the reach of YouTube. YouTube is the king. Most of the conservative people that just got tired of the political censorship have gone to Rumble and have very, very successful channels there. Dan Bongino, Steven Crowder, all those people are doing great on Rumble. And even Ken Berry has a site on Rumble, but the healthy eating, the low carb, the keto, the carnivore has almost no representation on Rumble, and most viewers on Rumble don't go there for that. Well, I made a decision today. While I'm not going to leave YouTube until either I'm forced to or they make it so ridiculous, what I can do is simultaneously be on both channels. I can simultaneously live stream all of my live streams to both channels at the same time. It's a little more work for me, but maybe another 15 minutes of work because I have to go into each one, create the live stream, get the thing, thumbnail put up, enter the descriptions, give it the parameters, set the scheduling. And then from StreamYard, the software that I use here to broadcast, I just tell it when I create my live stream it to Rumble and YouTube simultaneously. And then what it does is it actually mixes any comments and chats from both together. I'm going to start experimenting with this. It's going to require that I spend money, of course. I have to upgrade. I have what they call a free account at Rumble now. I think it's not a lot. I think it's going to cost me $10 a month. But I have to upgrade to what they call a pro account in order to live stream. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start, once I get it nailed down that I know it's working correctly, I'm going to start streaming my morning coffee every morning. Not the Saturday and Tuesday, and certainly not the private community one, but all the morning coffee ones, I'm going to start simultaneously streaming to Rumble. And I'm also going to start posting any new video I make, any new long-form video, to both sites as well. I stopped months ago dual posting them because I have 100 videos on Rumble now. They have average view counts of 400 to 600 views each. I have 700 and something followers on Rumble, believe it or not. And my total income on Rumble year to date has been $2.50. I don't know what's wrong with that picture, but I don't care. I'm doing it just in case. For the same reason Elon Musk wants to go to Mars, so that when we blow up the Earth, there'll be a place for the human race to go to, maybe. That's how I feel about Rumble. I would really love, and I'm going to start talking about it, every one of my viewers and friends to go to Rumble and create a username, so you can, you have a way you can go watch something over there and maybe play with it a little bit, see if you can figure out how to use it. It's probably the second biggest streaming platform on the internet, so it's not that it's that obscure. No, but nobody can touch YouTube. They're like the de facto king. So at any rate, old guy's going to be on Rumble, and that's the reason why YouTube has got to learn. If it keeps abusing the people that are keeping it in business, that are doing all the work every day, pumping out videos, making them money, and they keep abusing us, we're going to be gone. So many of them have gone already. We'll all have to take a hit to do it. But sometimes you got to have principles, I think. And they got to stop this nonsense. They just got to stop it. It's crazy. They're taking the people who know how to be healthy and censoring them and glorifying the messaging of the people and the drug companies and the medical community that are killing us. There's something inherently not just wrong, but incredibly stupid about that. Very aggravating. So I did want to make sure that I got that out today. And where else? I had one. Oh yes, I'm so proud to announce. Besides the birth of my kidney stone, I'm proud to announce that I voted. I did vote. And I urge everybody to vote, regardless of who you're voting for. This is the only, and hopefully they count your vote and don't take it away from you. But assuming that it actually gets counted, this is the only vote. This is the only power we have. I wonder if we even have that sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to at least try, doing everything I can. Hopefully save this country from this horrible mess that we're in. Now, that little political speech I just made probably cost me 15 to 20 subscribers and God knows how many viewers. I can look at my subscriber count and actually watch it go. No, it's really funny. I'm at 37,801 subscribers right now. 37,801. A couple days ago, I think over the weekend, it was at 37,814. I came on one day this week, I think it was over the weekend, and I pretty well did if you don't like me smoking my cigars, don't watch. I lost 15 subscribers on that video. 15 people that were watching that morning coffee with me just couldn't bear to watch me if I puffed on a cigar. That's how ridiculous. That's how ridiculous we have become. How politically correct. How goody two-shoes, holier than thou, judgmental. We have become. We have no right to do that. You do have the right to go away, and they went away. And you know what? It didn't bother me. I don't care. I don't care that number is next to meaningless, that subscriber count. Yes, I'm proud of it. But 10, 20, 100 subscribers one way or the other means nothing. If I can get rid of 100 people that leave nasty comments, I'll do it every day. I'll pay that price. So I voted. And I also want to tell you my kidney stone story, but we'll save that for later. So let me get on to thanking people, but I do want to thank Sherry. Where is it, Sherry? I saw a super chat go by. There it is, Sherry Morgan, a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She's such a nice person. It's official. You're either a closet stoner or you now have the stone for your next wife's ring. I like that. Here you are, dear. Here's your engagement ring. The hell is that? It's a kidney stone. That's maybe I shouldn't say this because women might not like it, but yes, that signifies the pain you're going to cause me once we're married. And how hard it's going to be after that to get rid of you. And the ultimate joy and happiness I'm going to feel once you've passed out of my life. Sweetie. No, that was mean. That was basically just my past two experiences with women. But other than that, maybe the next one, well, if there is ever a next one, we'll go differently. I know it works for some people. I know some very happily married people. Those people were very, very lucky the first go around when they were young. Somehow they actually met the right person. Based on the numbers, the odds are not with us in that regard. But thank you, Sherry. You're carrying diamonds in those cute kidneys. If I was carrying diamonds in these kidneys, then I would be praying for kidney stones to pass. And I definitely would make sure I was straining everything that came out. It was a stroke of luck that I found that thing. So thank you. Thank you, Sherry. As usual, very generous of you. Very generous of you. Say hi to the piggies for me. Keep doing your handstand challenge. I'm keeping an eye on you. So let's say hi to people. Papa Carnivore was the first one in. How you doing? Hi, everyone. Mama Cracker. I'm going to try to run through this. I may not read all the comments, but you guys have already done that. Mama Cracker, damn it, 3 hours early, and I'm still not the first one. You can't beat Peter. I mean, just resolve yourself. Peter's got you. United Carnivore, Michael Seeley from Tampa. How you doing, Michael? And Mark Booz is here. Hi, Mark from St. Lucie, Florida. This is early. This was at 6:50. This is about an hour before the stream. Marcia from Chessie's Adventures. Damn, Mitch, you're getting good at remembering those first names. Yes, I am. Thank you. I think her name is Ellen. Scooby's here. Hey, good evening all. The party is hopping. Yeah, it really starts. The pre-stream chats are really neat. It's generally the same people. You guys have become great friends. Great friends. It amazes me you never run out of things to chat about. Mike Seeley Sr.'s here. How you doing? Good to see you. Tom from Tampa. Viking 442. And Patty Molden, how you doing? Says, good evening, everyone. Steve Studley joined us. Hi, Steve. Jerry Voitush, good to see you, my friend. I was puffing on one of the cigars you gave me just before the stream. Not bad. I like them. So I thank you again for those. He's up in Ponte Vedra Beach. We did my part to help down in the swamp, to help drain the swamp today. Attaboy. We had a great time out last Friday. Just a great time. It was so great meeting all the people at the meetup. Now, I got word, and I may as well talk about it a little here now, because Mike Seeley is here. Mike sent me an email, and he basically said that he's been talking to Kiltsy and Dr. Lisa Wiedemann about doing a meetup in Miami on Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving. Do I want to come? Or do I want to be, do I want to be involved in basically help sponsoring it or being one of the hosts or so? And I thought about it for a day, and I said, man. And the story is that Lisa Wiedemann, Dr. Wiedemann, is coming back from a cruise into Miami sometime. And of course, cruise ships get in early in the morning, and usually people are off the boat by 9, 10 o'clock. And she's going to be in Miami, and Mike is trying to arrange this meetup. So I emailed him back, and I said, I don't know if I can commit to that, but go ahead and do it. You don't need me involved. I'm not going to be a big draw. That's for damn sure. You got Lisa Wiedemann there, and you got Robert Kiltz. Go ahead. You be the host. Let it be your meetup. It doesn't have to be my meetup. And I said, I don't know if I will be able to make the trip on Black Friday down from here to Fort Lauderdale for lunch. I just don't know. The day after Thanksgiving, it's a madhouse. Black Friday is a madhouse out there. Everybody will be out shopping on the roads. Everything will be jam-packed with people everywhere. And trying to get from here to there is going to be a nightmare at best. But if I can, I'll get down there. Maybe Kelsey will send one of his planes for me. That would be great. But I just want to tell you, Mike, go ahead. Go ahead. You don't need me. You don't need me. I'm not trying. I don't really try to take all that credit for these things. You do most of the work anyway. So if they want to do it and you can coordinate it, do it. You know, keep me informed. Let me know what you're doing, and I'll see if there's some way I can swing to be down there. So I'm going to leave it at that, but we'll all keep an eye on that. That's a month away. Still a month away. So we'll keep an eye on that and see how it develops, and there may be a meetup on Black Friday down somewhere in Miami. I'm sure they have Brazilian steak. I know they have Brazilian steakhouses down there. I've been to them. So, and maybe Jerry will come down from Jacksonville. Satya is here. Satya Kalsa, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, as usual. Sammy Shuford is here, says good evening. Jiffy says hello all. Booby Goats says hi everyone, good evening. Mark Bose saying hi to everybody. Richard Williams from Copper Hill, Tennessee. Hiya, Richard. How you doing? Mama Cracker says, lounges on the piano and sings about ribeye. Mark C's here. Hey, Mark. How you doing, young man? Good to see you. As usual. Always good to see you. Drone Shots, my buddy Jody is here. Jody, how are you, man? Good to see you. Ellen is telling everybody, if you have a question for me, and I like answering questions if I can. I've had some pretty good questions here lately. Type QQQ in capitals before the question, and that means we can find them. William McCartney's here, asks how it's going, everyone. Lori's here. Lori's Carnivore Story. Carney Lori, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. You've become a real regular in these things. It's great to see. Great to see. And Dixie Scott's here. Hey, Dixie. Good to see you. Marlo. Mitch, put those maracas away. You'll get arrested. Yeah, I know. Less Junk, More Food is here. Good to see you. Cindy Broderick is here. Oh, excuse me. Cindy Braddock. Braddock. Yes, Braddock. I hopefully will get my new glasses sometime this week. And Coco, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, Coco? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And Boyd Lamb has joined us. Hiya, Boyd. Rick, Charger Mopar. Rick's got a thing about ducks. Likes duck eggs. It's ducky time. Yes, it is. B-Matt's here. How you doing? Only 6 weeks until we know who won. Matt, you're probably correct. You're probably correct. I'm not looking forward to the next couple of weeks. I think, I don't know. I hope everybody can just behave themselves, if nothing else. Of course, we just have to keep going. I mean, we just have to keep doing our thing, worrying about what we're eating. Mark Whistler's here. How you doing? Good to see you. And Intolerant. Tolerant says, hi, everyone. Spanky's here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, Ellen. You got us, you. How you doing, Spanky? I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Peter jumps on the duck theme. Glad to see that. Julie Atkins is here. Hiya, Julie. How you doing? Everybody's saying hi to Spanky, and we're getting down there. What time am I? I'm at 8:04 p.m. now, so I've gotten all the way to the entries 4 minutes after the stream went live. Wow. And Wright chimed in. Morning chat arrives after in UK, so you can often catch it. Good. I'm glad that little morning live stream is just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. And I just really, that's why I do it 7 days a week. If I don't do it, I would miss it. I just love it. I look forward to it. Something to do first thing in the morning. Again, remember, like I said, tomorrow morning we're going to do it at 10 o'clock so I can go shopping before I completely run out of eggs. And who is this? June Buggin Trucking. Hey man, how are you feeling? I'm feeling great. I passed that friggin' kidney stone. I'm on top of the world right now. CB's here. Late as hell was doing a kidnapping report that turned out to be bullshit. Well, it's almost better that way, don't you think? Better it be bullshit than that they actually kidnap somebody. But how you doing, CB? Glad to see you're out sheriffing. I'm seeing all the Fran Mariah's here. How you doing, Fran? Trying to pick out some names I haven't said hi to yet. Most of them are looking mighty familiar to me. Here's one, Shedley. Shedley81, question. Any idea why your channel doesn't pop up when we type carnivore diet into YouTube search? Virtually every other influencer we know comes up when we do so. Have no idea. I have all the right keywords in all the right places. The word carnivore is in my channel name. It's pretty much in the description and title of every video I put up. That's all I can do. I must have pissed off the gods somewhere. I don't worry. I'm not going to worry about it. There's certainly nothing I can do about it. I'm not happy to hear that, but I know they're doing something. They're limiting. They're somehow. Maybe somebody filed a complaint against me because they didn't like my cigar smoking, and YouTube put an extra shadow ban on me. It's possible. It's possible. That's the reason that I'm going to start up on Rumble and hope and with the goal of eventually just making that my main channel and posting to YouTube simultaneously, because Rumble has no censoring, no shadow banning. They have no staff of people, no algorithms that go over this stuff looking for those kind of keywords. They have a basic set of community guidelines, which are the common sense things like you don't talk about child pornography, you don't talk, that kind of stuff. Just common decency, not politically motivated crap and industry motivated crap. And that's why people are gone to them, because it's free speech. And Twitter too. I have not been using my Twitter account, but since Elon Musk took over Twitter, Twitter has become a bastion of free speech. And a lot of people are now live streaming on Twitter. And I may explore adding that in too. If I'm going to grow my message, I have to grow it in places that aren't going to keep trying to get rid of me. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Thanks for pointing that out, though. Even if I'm not happy, there's just nothing I can do about that. Feral Grandma says, Mitch, have you considered a Discord channel? Lots of young streamers stream on Twitch. No, that's mostly gamers, I think. Mostly gamers are using Twitch and Discord and those kind of things. That's not for me. That's not for this style. At least I don't want to do it. Maybe I could do it, but the basic audience is for young kids like TikTok. I have no desire to be on that, in that format, in that quick clip format with flashing words all over everything. It's just not who I am. And if people don't like that I'm not doing that, then again, how I feel about that. I'm not trying to build an empire here. I'm too friggin' old for that. I've done that many times in my life. Always lost it, and eventually anyway. I don't have another one of those up and downs in me. If I go down again, it's going to be by my choice into retirement, and then that's going to be it. I still have ways to make money that I can live as long as I want to live without doing without. I may not live a big fancy life. I don't require a lot of stuff anymore. I don't travel. I don't need fancy clothes. I don't need a big house. I don't need any of that crap anymore. I need meat, bacon, and eggs, and a roof over my head, and I'm happy. Nothing wrong with that. And I want to do what I love. I want to do what I enjoy. I want to do what makes me feel good and useful, not just what makes me the most money. I've tried that. I've been there. The money comes, but you pay a price for it. Pay a big price for it. Jiffy says, thank you, Mitch. I do participate on Rumble and would love to follow you there. I'm already there. So go there, find my channel, subscribe at least. I'd love to see that subscriber number start to grow over there. But I'm going to start doing something. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow. I have to up my membership for $10 a month to make it pro so that I can live stream. I tried to live stream a test today on Rumble and it wouldn't work, and I didn't know why. So I had to research that, found out you have to have a pro level membership to live stream. That's fine. I can give them $10 a month. You can cancel it if nothing ever happens. And I have a StreamYard subscription, which costs me like $25 a month, and that lets me stream to multiple channels at the same time. I could stream to YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, X, Twitter. I could do it all. One live stream. Everybody would be able to watch my stream everywhere. And, the old saying, well, that might not help. The old Jewish people used to say, thou couldn't hite. It couldn't hite. Just think of Mel Brooks when you're saying something like that. Couldn't hite. Ellen, you've been a little quiet up there. Anything I need to pay attention to, do you think?
Okay, Mitch, I know I've been quiet, but I've been busy typing in this.
Well, I know you've been busy.
Let's see. Well, you got the question from the one you just answered from. I can't remember who, but the question you just answered doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm going to back up while we're here because she's here, Cindy Braddock. She asked a question this morning, and so I think we might have time. And there's only
all right
ones. And how do you feel about the element promoters rationalizing the scandal? Just for the bucks, or no? And I don't know how much you've followed any of this since.
Oh, I have. I've been following it. I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating and very interesting.
Oh, great. Well, then
I find it fascinating. There's two sides to every story. Okay. He makes a compelling case for his side. His side of the story is that. And he tells the story of how he started the company, how much he does care about people. And he had this formula that he thought was absolutely the best formula for electrolytes that was out there. He was using them for himself, and he started to make them. And he talked about why they used malted dextrin as basically a carrier for the flavors, because people wanted flavors. They didn't use it to add sugar. They used it because the molecules of the flavoring would bind with it, and he said they started using it. And as far as the 4 milligrams versus 400 milligrams, he said that was their fault. Somebody in one of their departments made a mistake, and it should have been not 4 milligrams, but I heard the explanation, but I do not remember exactly what. But he said basically that what you're talking about, even if it is 400 milligrams, is 4/10 of a gram. Okay, which is, in all reality, an almost insignificant amount of sugar anyway. And he apologized all over himself. Of course, of course he would. And it's going to hurt them. I don't think it's going to kill them. I don't think they did it on purpose. I think that shit happens. I think that maybe they had some people working for them that weren't as ambitiously honest as him. Maybe he's just a lying sack. I don't know. How do I know? I don't know the guy. I have no idea if what he's saying is true. But at least he did come out. He came out and talked to people about it and at least gave an explanation. And it's up to the consumer. My opinion is it needs more potassium in it. In a world where you need 5,000 milligrams of potassium a day, 200 milligrams is nothing. 2 strips of the bacon I eat have 200 milligrams of potassium. I just can't see it. That's why I never use that stuff. Or I would never sell it for them. Not that they asked me. They must have known. So it's up to you guys. It won't kill you. I think it tastes so sweet that, yes, it may trigger your addiction. It may actually do some harm in that respect. He also says we've always offered the unflavored electrolytes for those people that don't want to have to think about the sweet taste of that. And that's true if you like drinking basically salt water, because it's got plenty of salt in it. It's got 1,000 milligrams of salt in it. It's got more salt in it than my electrolyte mix. My electrolyte mix has got a lot more potassium in it. I think mine is a little better balanced, the one that I make. I don't sell the one that I make. I have a video that shows you how to buy the shit from Amazon dirt cheap and make it yourself for about 1/50th of the cost of what the Element stuff costs. And that's my contribution to the mess. That's my opinion on that. It's up to you. It's up to you if you can handle it. If you need to have that sweet taste, you're still dealing with some kind of nagging little addiction to sweet tasting things. And you need to come to terms with that, but that's your business. I had that most of my life, the need to have a sweet drink of some kind. So I would always turn to diet sodas and things. And I consume mass quantities of diet sodas. But that stuff's no good for you. And it just perpetuates addictions. Never lets them really get buried deep enough where the cravings can finally leave you alone. Let you be happy as hell on just meat and animal stuff and fish and eggs and bacon. The closest thing I get to candy now is bacon. I call it meat candy. And it is. It's the tastiest thing I eat. The most delicious thing I eat is bacon. Look forward to it every day, and I eat it every day. So I hope that answers your question, and that's all I know about that. That's all I know about it. And I haven't come to a conclusion about where the actual truth lies, whether it was an honest mistake or a devious plot. Somewhere in there. Anything else, Ellen? What else you got?
Okay. Well, we have Cheryl Corbett. Cheryl Cobbett asks, should I be concerned about the bacon I buy at Costco having sugar in it?
How much? Well, You're hard pressed to find bacon that doesn't say cured in the cure to list some sugar. Just about all bacon does, because they generally put some sugar in the cure. Most of that sugar in the cure should get washed off when they take the bacon out of the curing brine. The sugar shouldn't go much of it. I've seen the bacon, even at Sam's Club, they have Members Mark bacon, and it says 1 gram of carbs per slice. And then the Wright's bacon says 0 grams of carbs per slice. The truth lies somewhere in the middle because it's probably a rounding error at half a gram. So the Members Mark probably has maybe 7/10, 8/10 of a gram, and maybe the Wright's has 3/10 or 4/10 of a gram. But they just round it, and it comes out 0 or 1 on the label. I think that's pretty insignificant. You're going to get 7/10 of a gram of carbs in an egg if you eat an egg. I don't care how carnivore you try to be. You're still going to get 5-10 grams of carbs a day because there are carbs in animal products. There's glycogen in meat, in muscle meat. When you eat a steak, you're getting some carbs. There's always, but those carbs are not going to affect you the way that mass quantities of carbs do. They're not going to raise your insulin. They're not going to trigger your cravings. They're part of the animal. There's certainly carbs in mother's milk. There's lactose. Milk sugar, that's what lactose is. You just forget about those. They're insignificant. Just don't eat the stuff that you know is carbs. And be careful and read the labels carefully for anything you buy that has a label. And if you buy bacon, it's going to have a label. And if you say, I'm not going to do that, then go buy yourself some pork belly and smoke it and make your own bacon without a cure. Or salt, use a little smoked salt on it, put it in a smoker or oven, and then slice it up and fry it in the pan, and you'll have bacon. And it doesn't have sugar in it because you didn't use any. But if you want to buy this stuff, make sure it may say sugar on the label, but if you look at the carb count, it may be 0. Just go by that. We can only make this stuff so complicated and be so nitpicky about things that when the average person in this country is eating between 300 and 500 grams of carbohydrates a day, half a gram of carbs doesn't sound like it's going to make much difference one way or the other. And that's the fact. That's the fact. I hope that answers your question. I'd be curious to know. Although I just did renew my Costco membership. Maybe when I go, you know what I'm going to do when I go to pick up my glasses, Ellen, which should be later this week. I'm going to go by the bacon department, and I'm going to take a look at the Costco bacon and see for myself what it has. And I'm going to go in the meat department there and see, what's new. I haven't been shopping for food at Costco since February. I go to Sam's Club. I'll go at 8 o'clock in the morning when I have the whole store to myself. That Costco is a freaking zoo, madhouse. It's crazy how many people shop in that store. You can't believe the crowds.
You said that.
Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts. There's 2 or 3 of us standing at the front door at Sam's at 8 o'clock in the morning. They let us in. I run right for the markdown meats, pick out the best for myself, and listen, for an old fart, I'm fast. You'd be proud. I am fast on my feet for an old fart. Nobody beats me to the markdown meat. I've had a couple of foot races. Nobody beats me in a supermarket. Out of my way. And there's nobody in your way except that robot floor sweeper that always keeps bumping into you. Beep, 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 beep. Get the hell out of my way. On to the meat department, for God's sakes. And the people stocking the shelves. Oh my God, that's when. But they let the Plus members in 2 hours before they open to the general public, and that's great to have that huge store to yourself.
That is, nice.
It'd be fun to take a camera in there one day with me, and I do sometimes take a camera. But it would be fun to take a camera and set it down somewhere, and point it down an aisle, and then go all the way around and turn it on and start filming, and then go all the way around to the side. and get on a shopping cart and climb up 1 foot up on it and start pushing myself real bad so I can hang on to the cart and just go zooming by. That would be a great gag, wouldn't it?
That would. Well, be careful.
Here's Mitch shopping at Sam's Club. I told you I have a sick sense of humor. At any rate, you may end up seeing that someday. It's too good an idea not to do.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that.
Okay, so that was that question. Anything more?
That was that question. I'm scrolling through. I'm not seeing any
Okay.
more
Well,
questions. This is your
we got plenty of time left here. We got it over an hour left. So
now. I thought I did copy down quick before you go on to your next subject. I thought this was kind of funny. People this morning were naming your stone.
oh God, I told you that my daughter named it. I told you that my daughter named it
What
Fred.
did she name it?
Fred.
Fred. Okay. Well, would you like to hear the list of suggestions?
Oh, yeah, great. I really would. I
Okay.
really would. Yeah.
Took them all down. So we have Little Richard,
Little Richard.
Black Rock.
Black Rock. That's a good one. That's a good one. Wait a minute. Let me do this while we're busy naming the stone.
Okay.
Let me bring up a picture
Oh, okay.
of the little darling, and I'm not only am I gonna bring up a picture, but I'm gonna blow this sucker.
Good. Then we can
I'm
make
gonna
sure.
I'm gonna blow this sucker way up big. You ready? Now,
Okay.
this is just a stone. It shouldn't really gross anybody out, but there it is. There it is. It's sitting between the tweezers. Okay, but I mean, I want you to look
Nice.
at this thing.
Yeah.
Look at the mountain. It's like a planet with mountains growing out of it. Is
Yeah.
is that incredible?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all those little protrusions is
Yeah.
why these things get stuck trying to come out.
Yes. And you can just
And
imagine those scraping against your
oh God, and that thing is 6 millimeters this way. Okay, and I put a vernier caliper on it just to see, and it is exactly
That was the best part of your story. When I re-listened to it, I was cracking up because I thought only Mitch had a caliper first of all,
Well,
and that actually measured it, and they
I
were accurate.
I wanted. Well, of course, I have a caliper. I have a whole shop in the other room where I was building drones, and you're always measuring little screw sizes, and you're measuring the thickness of carbon fiber plate. You got to, and they say use 3 millimeter. But well, you grab a piece of 3 millimeter and 4 millimeter. If you need to measure it. So I've always had vernier calipers.
Not
I'm lucky I
everything-
didn't I'm lucky I didn't use a micrometer. Micrometer is like that C-shaped looking thing with the
Mhm.
dial. No, so it's accurate down to 1/10 of a millimeter. So this was 6 millimeters, and I was curious because when they tell you it's a 6 millimeter stone, they measure it on the CT scan, and I was just curious to see
Yeah.
how close they got, and they nailed it.
It was
They
amazing.
nailed it. But that's shows you the resolution of a cell phone camera. Is that incredible? That picture is the size of something that's about 1/8 of an inch from end to end. Okay, 1/8 of an inch, and you can see here the size. This is the tweezers. Look. It's like looking at something in a microscope, and if I make it smaller and make it even smaller, let's see if I can. Right about there. That's about looking at the computer screen where the mouse is pointing. Not up here, But this, here, I'm going to move it on top of that so you don't see that. This right here is the actual size of the stone. Incredible, isn't it? So continue with the list of names.
Okay, well, that's good that we saw it up close. Now we can see that the name actually fits the character.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. We had Blackrock, Rocky, Blackie, George.
George, well, that's as good a name as Fred, for God's sakes, you know.
And, these are, and then Terry said, and maybe she can explain this because she's in the chat. Sharon, I don't know, I don't get.
I don't get that one. I don't
like
get that one. Oh,
women-
I get it. I get it. I get it. Think about it. Think about it. Think
Okay.
about it.
Sharon.
Sharon Stone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's clever. That's
Stone.
clever. Sharon Stone. Yeah. Okay.
Terry,
I
good
got
one.
it. I did get that. How about that?
These are my two favorites, but that's just my opinion. They were all good. Puppo was a Rolling Stone. It's a little long. It's a little long. And Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson is good. I like that.
So anyway, that was the list from the morning chat of potential names for
That's
which is
well, I suppose I started it when I said I gave birth to a
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I gave birth to
And
it.
then what we really liked the name of the potential movie, like a Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone, yeah.
Passing the Stone.
Well, the most appropriate movie.
Adventure with Oxalates.
The most appropriate movie name would be Rocky, but it's in here. Let me get it here. It's in this envelope right here, and on the envelope I wrote the date. It says kidney stone 10/28/24. It's birthday, and then I wrapped it up in a paper towel here, like a diamond. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap it, and I hope I don't drop it on the floor. And I'm going to show you and hold the thing up in my fingertip so you can see the actual real size of this thing.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. How did that little bugger cause me so much grief? I mean, now you can see the relative scale of the size of it. It's a pebble.
Yeah. But the, urethra is not very big.
Well, the urethra is is the easy part.
Oh.
It's the ureter that's the hard part. The ureter goes from a lot of people get them confused. Okay. The urethra goes from the bladder out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The ureter goes from the kidneys
to
the bladder, and that's where the stupid thing gets stuck, and that's where all the pain comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I got it back wrapped up. I can feel that it's still in there. I mean, how easy would it be to lose that thing?
Yeah, pretty easy.
It's like trying to keep track of a small diamond. So yeah, it was great. It was great, and let me go and down the chat a little more, and you can leave your mic on for right now, and I'll say hi to people. And if you want to comment, jump right in.
Okay.
Chris Swain is here. Morning here in Oz. That's Australia for those of you who don't know. Good morning. Chris is in the future. It's tomorrow there.
Yeah, that's always weird.
It's cool, isn't it, when you think about it?
It is, that whole time thing.
Yeah. Boyd, Lamb, Chessie, Scooby, Rick, Boyd, Satya, Fran, Mariah. I said hi to all these people. Here's one I haven't said hi to. Ernie Earhart. The Rumble in the Jungle. Yeah, that anyway, so do that if you would. Do that. Go over to Rumble, and I have a bunch of older videos on there. And I do have 723. Last time I mentioned Rumble that I was setting it up as a backup for this. I told people to go, and so many people went over and created a name, or created an account over there, and so that they could look at videos and subscribe to my channel. It's the same thing, Old Guy Carnivore. You'll recognize it. And I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to start live streaming. I'm going to start live streaming over there. I see Sherry has
giving you a super chat.
given me a super chat. I'd like to find it and put it up on the screen, but I have to find it here in the StreamYard version
Sherry,
of
you
the
are
chat.
so generous.
She really is, isn't she?
Supportive. She's so supportive. In many ways, not just
yeah. It's not just a super chat. It's
with her
what she writes, and what she tells me.
Her contributions, her participation in chat, her encouragement of so many all the members.
Yeah,
Sherry, I just love you.
I think I see a question. Should I be concerned about the bacon? Oh, okay. There was that question. Saw that as I went by, but geez, where in the world? I guess I have to keep scrolling.
Is that? It's
amazing the number of chat entries.
I know it's a busy
that we get.
Yeah, that's why it's.
And it's a shame I can't put it up on the screen from anywhere but here in StreamYard. But I have to scroll through them. Here it is. Sherry, make sure you use your Tinder profile. Size does matter. Should I thank her for that?
Oh, Sherry's got a good sense.
Oh, that's funny. You know, I used to do a lot of the dating stuff, sure. I mean, I was on Match.com. I was on, what was it, Zeus? Was that I forget. I even forget that it was such unfond memories of most of it that I forgot most of the sites. Plentyoffish.com. You guys remember Plenty of Fish? I was on that back before it became a big time. It was kind of an obscure, free. It was absolutely free. It was hosted. You know, it wasn't a big deal. It became a big deal. POF, Plenty of Fish in the Sea, and God, I met so many women. I could do 10 live streams just filling up with funny stories from what an adventure that was. And it was as much an adventure in misinformation and fraud as it was in anything else. Did I just see some cues? No. Thank you so much, Sherry.
I haven't.
Thank you so much.
Anymore, but
well, let's just start up again.
But there might be for something interesting to comment on. Or you keep saying hi.
I'm getting up to that super chat. Kind of brought me up to date in the chat. So if you chimed in and said hi between when I left off and now, hi to all of you. There you go. James Morton, are Brussels sprouts also terrible? What when you say also terrible? What else are we comparing Brussels sprouts to? I probably missed that. Oh, Spanky, thank you, Spanky. I'm going to put this up. Spanky tells people buy me a coffee.
Oh, well, thank you, Spanky, and I'll put the link.
Thank you, Spanky. Yeah, because
Mitch needs a cup of coffee after this horrendous week he's had.
But I mean, look. No, I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate it. You may have noticed lately I'm really laying off the Amazon stuff. I'm not really pushing anything. Whatever happens, if I earn no money, I'll earn no money. I hate having to do that. You guys have been very generous, especially on the morning live streams. It's been terrific. And I really appreciate it because you can't make a living at the level I do this on YouTube just from the advertising. I was doing okay with Amazon, but I was getting just way too much heat about always pitching this and always pitching. I'm not here to be a salesman. I don't want to do that stuff. I would like to get adequate view counts on my videos so that the measly little advertising revenue would add up to enough to be worthwhile. But then they go and start cutting you back where you can't even get views. And then they teach you how to make money doing other things, like having sponsorships. And I don't want to do that. I want to talk about getting healthy, and I want to help people. And I want to make enough to make it worthwhile. And that's not a lot. I don't need a lot. But just buying me a cup of coffee once in a while is all that it takes. It's all that it takes. And the link is buymeacoffee.com/oldguycarnivore.
I just posted it, Mitch.
I got a banner here. buymeacoffee.com/oldguycarnivore. Consider that a commercial during a 2-hour live stream if you must.
Yeah.
But know that I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everyone that does that. And my phone will go ka-ching. And I didn't turn off the notification. So if somebody buys me a coffee, I'm going to thank you right on the spot. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And, from my perspective, just in, working with Mitch, this little bit that I do, he does put so much time and effort, and the professional quality of his equipment and this production that he makes, it's pretty amazing. And this, his live streams, the morning coffee ones, and this one, the other ones, they're really, this is really a crowdfunded organization, if you will. This is all for you. There's no sponsors. So many, and it's not to criticize anyone, but a lot of YouTube creators are sponsored, and anytime you're sponsored by someone, you're beholden. So this is completely crowdfunded. It belongs to you. It belongs to us and everyone. And so, yeah. Maybe it sounds like I'm making a little pitch.
I was just about to say, okay, hey, listen, who do I make the check out to?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. So if you appreciate it, if I do, just a little bit of support. It allows this platform, which, as Mitch was talking about, is sadly a rare thing now, to be completely not completely, but fairly uncensored. Mitch can and does speak his mind, and
I do that. You know what we're beginning. You and I are, and I hate that you and I are beginning. You know who we're beginning to sound like?
No, I don't know.
PBS. When you're watching a special on PBS and they come on and say, we need your money. You need to donate. No, I don't want to ever sound like that. I want to drop a little hint once in a while. Hey, throw me a coffee once in a while. Sherry. You're very generous, and it really means a lot to me. Nobody has to. I mean, nobody has to, or they don't have to be embarrassed not to. And if people, and you don't have to do it every day. I don't want you to do it every day. I don't want you to, spend an exorbitant amount of money on me. But honest to God, I hate to talk about this. I wish. And that's one of the reasons that I really think I need to expand to some different platforms where I might be able to get the exposure without censorship, so I can get the views. Let the advertisers they're sticking those ads in front of my videos, let them pay me. Right now, I'm not getting crap from them. But I love it. I love it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to quit because of that. That's for sure. And listen, one thing you haven't seen me do, and you probably never will. No GoFundMe pages so that no. Yes. I don't ask people to donate to big money. That's not what this is about for me. This is consider those things, the cups of coffee, like throwing somebody a tip because they've done you some good. They've done you some good, and that's the criteria. And that's the rules. The rules are, if you don't think that anything I've ever said has helped you, or meaning to anything or taught you anything. And by God, don't give me anything. I haven't earned it. I haven't earned it. But if I've helped you or led you on a path, then it's okay. It's okay. If I've earned it, I'll accept it with pride and thanks. That's how it should be everywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's no money for nothing. I don't expect that. I'm uncomfortable taking it. So that's there. You know, have all my subscribers and viewers gone away now?
No, they are all, I'm sure,
Still here?
here with more.
I actually
And I'm
gained a,
sorry, Mitch, 'cause I hate that too, and I just
I actually gained a subscriber. I'm now at 37,802. But I'll wake up tomorrow morning, I'll be 37,796. It's just crazy to watch that number go up and down one tick. Where I used to watch it go up 100 every hour in the beginning. People were pouring in. My videos were getting put out there in hundreds of thousands of people's feeds, and they were seeing it. Now I'm lucky if anybody can even find me in a search. You saw that by the comment we got earlier.
yeah.
They are definitely hiding this message because it goes against their partner, and they have publicly announced that partnership about 6 months ago. Their partnership with the World Health Organization
Well, there you go.
to stop the misinformation about health and diet. And they consider us the most egregious offender. The people who tell you don't eat plants and fruits and healthy whole grains, but to eat that unhealthy meat that's destroying the planet. And they believe that because they're young kids indoctrinated full of this crap. Probably all vegans. What are you going to do? Honest to God, Ellen, what are you going to do? So,
That's
and our
right.
viewership, I mean, we're looking at 90-something viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on. That's what you do.
Well,
That's
what's
what-
going to happen is if you know, I'm okay with all of it. I'm okay with all of it. I love you guys that are here.
It's a great group.
I love you. Look at Kiltsy. I look at all these other guys. Look at Sean Baker. Look at their numbers lately. They're terrible. Kilts puts out a video, gets 300, 400, 500 views. He does a live stream at 5 every morning. He has 30, 40 people watching. This is Dr. Robert Kilts. He's a celebrity on YouTube. Everybody knows him. He's a brilliant, successful doctor, a great guy. That's what YouTube thinks he's worth, that they're not helping introduce new people to him. That's why we're on YouTube. That's what they're supposed to be doing. It's supposed to benefit them if we do well. They're putting their politics ahead of their pocketbook. It's crazy. Sean Baker has a channel called Sean Baker Podcast. His view counts are 1,000 or 2,000 views by the time that thing runs its course. That's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I can't believe people just aren't interested in them. I can understand why they might not be interested in me. Every day I invent new ways to offend people. You know, it's kind of one of the few joys I have in life. But those guys try real hard. And they do such a great job.
Oh.
Yeah, Terry, this is
Terry
hiya, Terry. You have your own pet rock. Yes, I do. Tiny little pet rock.
Sherry Morgan just posted a very wise comment, I think.
What did she say?
She says, watching subscribers is like watching the scale when trying to lose weight on carnivore.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Absolutely.
Be happier.
You are absolutely right, Sherry. It is like watching paint dry. I, if I do look at it, it just points out to me how huge the change has been just over the past 1 year. When I was unknown, just started this, I was growing at 50 times as fast as I'm growing now. And nobody even knew who I was. Now I've got some chops here on YouTube,
Yeah.
some credibility. I can't get YouTube to give me a second look anymore because I'm pumping misinformation. And once that kind of gets into your little meta file there of stuff about you, it triggers the algorithm. If this guy's pushing that, then you can only promote him 1/10, 1/20th as much as you would promote somebody else that's pushing the opposite agenda. I'm pretty sure the vegans are not getting throttled like the carnivores are. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure, yeah.
But I don't have the time or the energy to try to make a case, because even if I could make a case, there's nothing else to do. Look at this guy's name. This is great. Cosmic Jester with stars.
Yes, that's tricky.
I don't know what the message means, but I really like the name. The super chats help you with the YouTube algorithm. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. Sherry's a YouTuber too, in case you didn't know. She's got a channel. She's got a channel, and it's wild.
Yeah. Well, and she's
she cooks. She does things. She's got this pole, and she hangs upside. She does handstands on it, and she's got cute little guinea pigs.
Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a California thing. I keep an eye on her. I do. Yeah. I keep an eye on her.
Well, she's been a YouTuber for 12 years. She's experienced.
Yes. And here, Crazy Horse has nailed it. YouTube is restricting anything they consider a medical view if it doesn't line up with WHO's guidance. And the World Health Organization is like right out of a James Bond movie. These guys are like the villains. They're the villain. They're the globalists. They're the people who brought you COVID and like that. Excuse me, I shouldn't even say that word. And they're the ones that are setting the rules for those of us that are trying to fix the problems that they create. And YouTube goes along with them because they're a bunch of young liberal kids running that whole company, making $250,000 a year, each one of them. The kind of money that Google pays its employees is obscene. Obscene. If you've ever seen any specials about their big office out there in California, and they got massage tables, they got masseuses in there, they got pool rooms in there, they got gyms in there. It's a vacation to go to work at Google. You can get anything you want to eat any time of day. They've always got juice bars and smoothies and salads and all the crap that's killing us they think is healthy. And they're all young. So, of course, they're going to be relatively healthy. And they all think they know everything. And the people that are running it, I think, are like James Bond villains in so many respects, the heads of these big tech companies. And here we are relying on them as the platform for all of our hard work when they keep throwing obstacles in our way, tripping us up. That's the thing that bothers me the most about this. More than the people with the lousy comments, more than anything else. It's the constantly swimming upstream, fighting the current, because we just happen to be putting out a message that goes against big food, big pharma, big advertising, big agriculture, big tech, big everything else. And we're little piss ants. Oh, here I go getting aggravated again. Sorry. Let me have a little water. Calm me down, Sherry. Maybe I ought to pour this on my head.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You're passionate. You're passionate.
Well, it is frustrating. It is frustrating. I keep wanting to say I'm getting too old for this shit, but
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. So let me continue to run down the chat here.
Yeah.
Try to make this a little more upbeat because
That's okay.
I really don't want this to become depressing. I want this to be upbeat. Somebody ask me a question where I can give you a funny answer to.
Okay, let's see if anybody can take that challenge on.
I'm looking to see. Here we go. We have the California carnivore. The ads YouTube runs are 90% misinformation, yet they shout about it. It's true. It's true. I wouldn't be surprised if you go and, you call up one of my videos, you get an ad for some drug. It's crazy. It is crazy. Randy K is here. Hey, Randy. How you doing? Is Ellen getting compensated? She's working hard.
Tell them I get the great compensation of the joy of being here with all of these.
Kind of like the compensation I seem to be getting lately.
Yes.
The joy of doing this.
Yeah, exactly. And
they're looking out for you.
they are. That's very, yes, they are. And let's see. So we have a backup. So I'm trying to think of. So, yeah, well, 1 week to the election.
Here's one. Aunt B's pitching for me.
Good.
Mitch, I'm shopping Amazon again via your link. Everyone do the same. It costs you nothing to help Mitch make a dimension. Everyone. Yeah. And what she means is and I'll just explain that. If you need to buy something from Amazon, you want to help me out a little bit without costing yourself a cent, just because you appreciate what I do. You go to my website, oldguycarnivore.com. You go to the links to stuff I use page. You make believe you're going to buy a frying pan. You click on the frying pan. And when it comes up on your screen, then you go into the Amazon search bar and search for what you want to buy and buy it. And they pay me the commission on it. Seriously. I'm not kidding. They pay me because that's how you got to Amazon that day. I brought you to the party. And a lot of people, may not do that on purpose. They may go on to Amazon to buy something from my link, bacon grease catcher, something cheap, or even a air fryer. And then while they're there, they may go shopping. And I know that because I look at the list of stuff people buy on Amazon that I get credit for, and I never heard of half of this stuff. So obviously it works. So you can do that for me if you'd like, or not. But that's all we're going to talk about. Commercial stuff. I'm tired. I don't like to talk about that stuff. I know I'm supposed to, I know that's what advertising is. I'm supposed to remind you of it every time. I'm supposed to ask you for subscribers. I'm supposed to ask you to hit that like button and bring that. I don't do that. I don't have time or want to do that. I never liked in my life to ask anybody for anything. I was the guy everybody else was asking. Help me, they would say. Scooby, good answer. I'm compensated with the pleasure of interacting with all of you. I volunteer because, and I want you all to know, look, Ellen just started doing this for me. And we haven't even talked about it yet, but the day that this channel takes off and the day it actually starts to make some money, I'll put Ellen on the payroll. But this isn't a business yet for me.
Yeah.
It's not a business yet.
Yeah.
All I keep accumulating are more expenses to keep doing this the way I want to do it. So,
and it's not for me. It's something fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with all of the people here. And I was always in the chat anyway, right?
Yeah.
Talking, so it just kind of.
And it's fun to do, isn't it, Ellen? Ellen and I are having a ball doing this together, especially the morning ones. We're just having a ball, so why not? Why and I told her if it gets to be a chore, then you don't you're not obligated. You know, you're certainly not obligated to keep doing this. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
And if he gets sick of me, he can just, get rid of me. And what's
Yeah,
he going to
like
do?
that's
Fire me? Yeah. So,
like like
or
like
they get
that's
sick.
like that's going to happen. Yeah.
It's all good. I get to get up every
uh,
morning and have coffee with a whole group of friends. I
yeah,
mean,
it's fun. It's fun. It's
so
fun. And I told Ellen today, and I meant it from my heart. I said she's the closest thing I've had to actually a friend in a long time. I have no friends. I
you
have no friends.
look at you got a whole slew of friends up
Well,
here.
what I mean is friends like that are people I see every day,
Yeah,
or go to a movie with, or, traditional friends. I got a lot of friends on the internet here,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
But that's harder. But well, you got your neighbor now. Anyway, but yeah, it's a different. But these are all real people. I mean, it is amazing. These online internet friendships can really, especially the way that your groups are running these
we've
live
got a
these communities. They really have
yeah.
developed into real. I mean, these are real people. These are real friendships. I feel like I've
Yeah,
got.
I mean, it's like a
It's not.
church, or seeing the same people every week at church.
Yeah,
We
no,
we we have. Oh, here's one I haven't seen before. Jeep Australia. It all goes back to politics, sadly. Yeah, politics and money. Welcome, Jeep Australia. Haven't seen you here before. Glad you found it. This little out of the way corner of a live stream on Tuesday night, and I'm still scrolling through. Where am I in the chat? 9:21. Time is it now? Yeah, I'm not too far behind you. I'm sure you're frantically going through the chat too there. And I see this, we're pretty well settled in for the night. I don't think we're going to get too many new people in. Um, I don't know. Maybe the. Oh, I did get to the end of the chat. Wow, Cindy Braddock was the last one. Boyd Lamb, CB Carmack, Aunt B. Saying that people are saying good night. I think Ellen.
yeah,
I think that.
fine to know.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it at about 9:30 tonight. Nobody
Okay.
says we have to go 2 hours. I originally started this thing as an hour live stream, and it somehow managed to become a 2 hour live. 2 hours is a long time to go for something like this. Um, if we were going, I'd go. I mean, if there was question after question after question,
Yeah,
you get me started, you get me wound up. But I don't like to stretch things
yeah,
out if there isn't some excitement. And
yeah,
we're going to be back first thing in the morning with our coffee and
yeah.
fresh faced and happy. So we'll do that.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
do that. And
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, and usually it's like that, but it looks like here Terry says, "Okay, I got to go back to the series." See, I think a lot of people are watching this baseball
World
already.
Series. Oh, there's no doubt about it. We got World Series. We got politics. We got
Yeah,
people speaking everywhere. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy time. I'm tickled that we got around 100, 110.
yeah,
I think we were up to maybe 120 at one time in this chat, but it's been running about 80 to 90 lately.
yeah. So some
But
nights.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Like I said, I see people do these live streams. There's carnivores. I won't mention names. I don't know how they keep going. They've got to be so disillusioned. They'll do a live stream. They'll have 5 people on a panel, and they'll have 7 viewers.
yeah,
And 5 of those 7 viewers are their panel.
yeah,
They're all logged in. So they've got 2 people watching 5 people put on a show. That's got to be so disheartening. When I had my drone channel, I lived that, but I enjoyed it so much I didn't care. I never made a dime on that drone channel from YouTube. YouTube's got $100 minimum you got to make before they send you any money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was lucky if I actually hit the $100 once or twice a year and got $100 from. It was nothing. I didn't make any money. I did it because I had fun. It was a hobby.
Hmm. Oh, well,
But I had a live stream and I would go like crazy. I'd go 4 or 5 hours sometimes building racing drones. I had 20, 30 people tops at any given time. That was it. I made a video, gorgeous videos, beautiful photography with fabulous music, flying, 100 views total. It's a very limited community. I never became a star in that community, And then the government started coming down hard on drones and they started censoring us. It's great. I can't, wherever I go, they come after me to destroy me no matter what I do. I was in the cigar business. We had a little factory. I was doing okay. And then the FDA got involved and they shut everything down. They made new laws. It's very depressing to keep trying to do things and then everything you do becomes illegal almost. Stupid shit like that. And I said, well, I'm going to do the carnivore thing. Nobody could bother me there. And now we're public enemy number one. I don't know what to do. I have to do something that I enjoy. Maybe I ought to start like a beer drinking channel. That would be popular.
no, you just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Okay. Keep cheering me up, will you? Keep cheering me up. All right, Ellen.
Passion.
It is. And I hope we're putting out some good information. And let me thank. Yeah. Let me bring Ellen in so she can, I'll let you say goodnight. I'll let you say goodnight in the dark. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for helping me out.
Oh, my pleasure. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot. Great chat, great discussion. You're just such a great group of intelligent, kind, wonderful people.
Sherry asked me if I make videos on Amazon. No, I don't make any videos on Amazon.
I didn't even know you could make videos.
Well, more like reviews. You can do as an Amazon associate. You can do review videos, and some I don't have time for that for anything more than I'm doing right now. I don't have time, and I just feel that if I keep doing what I'm doing, and expand it out to some different platforms, that it will grow. And if it doesn't grow, at least I'm having fun. At least I'm having fun, and I'm making a little money at it. It's not like I'm making nothing. I'm making a little money, so it's okay. All right, I will see you in the morning, Ellen, and have a good night. You take care.
You too.
Okay, that leaves just me and the exit music. So let me bring that in here. And sorry to cut it out early, but you're all losing interest or got something else to do anyway, and that's okay with me because I'm tired. I still haven't completely recovered from this last week of adventure. So, I just recently passed the stone. So, I want to say goodnight to everybody. I want to thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And I'll be back first thing in the morning, 8:30. No, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Remember that, Mitch, 10 o'clock. I will create that stream as soon as I end this one, so you'll see it pop up. 10 o'clock, morning coffee with Mitch. Everybody's saying goodnight to everybody, so I'm going to say goodnight to all of you. Let's all take the rest of the day off and eat some meat.